Okay, try it, hon.
This is awesome, honey. Okay. Photo watching. That's what photo watching always means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And make sure you're aiming with the camera.
Ready?
About. Gonna do the computer over here and then the TV over here.
Because I'm already live, hon.
Alright, go.
Thank you for that. Appreciate that. As I mentioned, we have a new technology that we're trying to work out with anyway. So as you can see, a little bit of technical issues in the beginning. That's why we're a little bit late today as well. But as we get more and more comfortable with it, we'll improve our stream that we have for you guys. Appreciate you guys joining us. And just kind of run through everything. The New York Jets, anyway, started the offseason, of course, with a lot of injuries. With right along that offensive line, Mekhi Becton being out for the year. They signed Wayne Brown. They have since designated him as the starting left tackle and moved George Fant anyway to right tackle. Now Zach Wilson is out for at least the first couple of weeks of the season. Joe Flacco is going to be your starter for the first couple of weeks. We'll see how quickly Zach Wilson returns, but for the Jets, another tough blow to that offense. The second-year starter anyway with Zach Wilson. They're really hoping to get something out of him this year, but we'll see if they can. But that's kind of where we'll start. Are you going to do a stream the hockey game? Not tonight anyway. We're just going to do just do our daily update, and then tomorrow night we'll do some baseball, and then as we get further along, as we get closer to the hockey season anyway, we'll definitely be doing some live streams there as well. But without further ado, let's kind of get started with our news and notes from around baseball, basketball, football, and hockey. C.J. Abrams, the top prospect of the trade that brought Juan Soto to the San Diego Padres anyway, he has been called up to the major league level. The Washington Nationals are happy to have him at at their starting shortstop position for the next 6 to 7 years, hopefully. They've gained a lot of prospects with the different deals that they've made, trading away Max Scherzer, Trey Turner, and now they're hoping to reap some of the rewards. You're good. You're good, Charles. We appreciate you joining us anyway. Not too much news today anyway. Ken Giles, we mentioned that he had been DFA'd, that he is now elected to be a free agent. Michael Wacha was activated from the 15-day IL anyway. He's been out for a significant period of time though, and he made his first start for the Boston Red Sox today in about a couple of months anyway, against the New York Yankees, and he was very strong, did not give up an earned run, shut out the Yankees today. Great start for Michael Wacha. We'll see if he can continue to show that progress towards the end of the season and maybe even get a nice contract going into next year. Starting pitching is deeply needed around the league, so we'll see what kind of contract he gets next year. One other news and note from baseball anyway is that the Baltimore Orioles are expected to spend heavily in free agency. Now, do I expect them to spend like the Texas Rangers last year at $500 billion? No, but the shortstop class this year is very strong. They could dip their toe in there, even with their number one overall pick, Jackson Holliday, being a shortstop by trade. We'll see if they end up going that route, but there are a number of other ways they could go in free agency, possibly even go for a starting pitcher, a second baseman, etc., etc. There's a lot of options for the Orioles this year. Adley Rutschman's really come on strong. It's really taken that mantle as a superstar in that lineup. If he continues to hit like he is right now, the Orioles are going to be set for a number of years to come. DL Hall was called up to the major leagues recently, so we'll see if the younger prospects come along for the Orioles as well. Moving on to the NFL anyway. Not too much news to report aside from injuries. We saw the Vikings take on the Raiders today anyway. They did not play Kirk Cousins. Kellen Mond did get some run in there through 9 of 14 in the game. Kenny Pickett, of course, started for the Pittsburgh Steelers, played significant minutes for the Pittsburgh Steelers the other day. 13 of 15 passing for him, so the first-round quarterback looks to have the inside track as the starting quarterback there. Maybe Mitch Trubisky beats him out as a veteran guy, but I got to imagine the third quarterback in that room, Mason Rudolph, is not going to be long for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Teams in need of a backup quarterback, looking at you, the Dallas Cowboys, should inquire about him as a more serviceable backup than, say, a Cooper Rush or a Will Grier or a Ben DiNucci. The Cowboys need a backup quarterback sorely. They very badly need a backup quarterback, and he would be a great option for them. As I said, there's not much news around the leagues anyway. Moving on to the NBA, again, more Christmas Day games were confirmed today. The Knicks and Sixers will play, along with the Bucks and Celtics on Christmas Day. As far as actual transactions, literally nothing to report there anyway. As far as hockey, the Edmonton Oilers are said to be talking about a contract with Sam Gagne. They've had him in camp, or on their team anyway, before. We'll see if they can get something done there. Also, news out of the San Jose Sharks is that they're seeking a second-round pick for goaltender James Reimer. I'm curious to see if they get something like that done, but for my money, I would hold on to the second-round pick and hope that I can get somebody a little bit more cheaply than investing a second-round pick in a guy like James Reimer. Kind of a journeyman goaltender at this point of his career, not somebody that moves the needle, so I'm not giving up a second-round pick for a goalie that doesn't really move the needle for my organization. But thank you guys for joining us. Appreciate you guys putting up with our technical difficulties. Been trying to get all this worked out for you guys over the last couple of days. Still got a few errors and flaws that we need to fix in it, but as you can see, it's looking a lot better than what it was in the past. We got our intro video on it as well now. I just really appreciate the help and support that I've been getting from those that helped me with this with the Upside here. So if you guys are just joining us for the first time, appreciate the support. Hit that like and subscribe button, and thank you very much for joining.